All right, we're synced, right? We have to sync.
We are never in sync. One of the more simpler tools that you don't realize you use it all the time. Actually, it's one of my most used tools ever. Is the simple $3 battery tester. You can get these on Amazon for like $3. I buy like a 6-pack because I always lose them and crush them and run
I
over
bought some
with cars.
old school Ever-Ready ones, like from 20, 30 years ago, because I have a giant easy read meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is the same thing. It's got a 9-volt thing here, and a little thing, and you get a battery, and you're like, oh, the headphones that Steven's wearing. Oh, do these work? I'm like, oh, is the battery dead? I don't know. Can't tell from looking at it. Grab the battery tester, as opposed to a multimeter, trying to get.
Well, they don't put a load on the battery anyway, so that's why you use a battery tester. It's a different tool.
That's a different tool.
And the other thing too is, if you're using those batteries with a copper colored top, keep an eye on them. And all alkaline batteries in general, if you let them sit, they're gonna corrode your most favorite flashlight, your old school transistor, radio, stuff like that. Pull them out, don't leave them in the radio. The quality of that stuff now is so freaking bad. The batteries last a long time, but when they go, they bleed out, basically. That's the term I'll start using.
There's a whole battery drawer of new batteries that's bled out too. I just looked at when I grabbed this tool.
I have a battery rack in a drawer, and I'll buy like the bulk packs, and you put them in there, and then all of a sudden you'll see the telltale sign of the white fuzz.
That's it, right there. Yep.
And you never use it. And the battery date's like 2029, and you going 2029. This is 2023. How is that? Chuck them.
Yeah.
They wreck more equipment.
Yeah, but you can't
Save yourself with them.
No, it's just really useful. Very, very useful. In fact, some people don't even realize. Oh, there's Amazon $3.
Get one.
Yeah.
A helpful tool.
Here's something that I bought the other day. Here's something you don't see every day, and I was actually watching YouTube, and they came up with an ad for this, and I bought it because we're doing some floors. We just did our beautiful floors here, and I could have used this when we were doing it. Do you have one of these?
I in fact do, and
great. Then you know how to use it.
I in fact have used this before.
Right.
I was making a mount for the trans tunnel on one of my cars, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to use cardboard aided design. And one of the nice things I always remember seeing these in metal with pins, and I saw these plastic ones online just poking around, and I go,
what's it used for?
Well, this was a deluxe one, I'll say, because mine isn't quite as deluxe as this. But
that cost like $30, so that was a lot. I thought
it was a lot. Well, you probably got ripped off, but that's not shopping. But it lets you get it's a contour tool.
Correct.
It'll let you get the contour of like anything odd, and this one has one huge feature that I love. The lock. So then you could trace this down on a piece of paper. You can cut it. It's not used a lot, but it's used enough where if you're making and you're a maker and you want to get curves or fittings, you're putting in tile, whatever. It's just super useful.
So yes, we were putting this floor in and going around beams like this that are in the floor. You measure them. You put paper. You cut the template, you check it. No, this just cuts all that. I wish I had this when we were putting in the floors because it would have saved a bunch of time.
Yeah, it's useful. It's a useful tool. Not a lot because you don't pick it up that often.
No.
But when you do, it lets you do a job that can kind of be really crappy if you use the cardboard approach.
Yes.
This does it exact. And again, key here is locking.
Yeah.
You may see these in metal with pins, and that's a little different style. They work too. I don't like them as much. This is great because once you're done, you can draw the line with a pencil or whatever. Get the jigsaw out or laser cutter, whatever you got sitting there, and get to business.
I'll check. I think this was made by a company called Super Tool. Ironically, with a name like Super Tool, you think they'd write it all over the thing.
You fell for the Chinesium remarketing of a tool.
Right. So this is probably $3 on Alibaba, and then I bought it.
I spent $12 for my non-locking.
I bought it on Super Tool for like $30 or whatever, and they tried to upsell me like, get 2 for this, and then there's a super long one, and get the whole kit. And they keep emailing me and all that. And unsubscribe doesn't work.
Was it 2? Just pay additional shipping and handling?
Something like that. Yeah, it was very blue. If you're old enough, the blue screen at the end of the infomercial on Channel 11 WPIX in New York or whatever at 3 o'clock in the morning. Here's the 800 number or mail your check.
As seen on TV.
As seen on TV. But yeah, so getting contours and stuff like that, it's like Very good.
Inside
for that.
and outside.
Yep. All right, so that's that.
Great tool.
Yep, yep. All right, next we're gonna do an unboxing. All right,
Unboxing.
unboxing.
So what you're telling me is I'm gonna have to sit through 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize in advance because this could take a lot more time to get to the meat of a nut. Is a box that we could have opened before we got it on camera.
It's a mystery box.
All right.
What do you think is in the inside?
If I read the label, it was from Cincinnati, Ohio. No clues. It's obviously fragile if you can't tell. Clearly fragile. But I'm not sure what's in it because it's in a box. How would I know?
I'm going to use the worst tool to open a box because I don't have a knife handy, but it should do. All right, we pre-opened it for.
I have no idea what's in here. Looks like car stuff.
Look at that. So, guy I met on the internet makes these. So he takes a. Here we go. Is this good TV or not?
I don't know. What is good TV anyway?
He like glued it into the box. It's not coming out. All right. Here we go. Well, people like unboxing videos, right? So
look, watch them take out styrofoam.
Whoa!
Well, you're supposed
How
to say
exciting!
Very well packed for.
It is, yeah.
The product it comes very well packed in a stylish container, and
so why don't you take the box?
Get rid of it.
Go. Okay. And then if I had some.
If a real razor knife, they could do some damage here.
We're going to take the unboxing here, make sure you don't knock the mirrors, and we're going to do a side discussion of Swiss Army knives, right?
Knock yourself
so
out.
everyone should have a Swiss Army knife. Now, this particular one was bought at the factory in Switzerland. Was it?
I think
so. I think I did, yeah.
How is that different than me buying that at a store? Because you got to see him make knife blades, guys sharpening knives.
Here's how it's different. Absolutely not different.
Okay.
So
just something fun.
But
to do.
it's something. Okay. But it makes for
a story.
Well, yeah, exactly, and that's what we're all about. We're selling the stories, right? So anyway, So I'm not an expert on Swiss Army knives, but I know more than like 99% of the people in the world on Swiss Army knives. So it makes me a pseudo expert.
I'm impressed that you got the toothpick and tweezer.
Ooh, yeah.
That's still in there.
Yes.
That's the first thing that gets lost.
It does, but I actually you can buy replacements, which I have a bag full of replacements, so even better. This is called the Super Tinker, believe it or not.
I think I have the same one,
yeah.
Unless that one has a magnifying glass, in which case it does.
So the most important and useful tool are the pliers.
Pulling teeth.
Excellent. Pliers, and this is the only one that has the pliers
and scissors.
Yeah.
I like the scissors.
Yeah,
they're sharp.
Scissors are super sharp. You can like stab things with this.
Does you used to have one with like a magnifying glass? It's like the size of a peanut or something.
No good. This one's got, if you like got boots and stuff, you can pull with a hook.
Is that what that's for?
I don't know.
I thought it was for holding fish or something.
I don't know. I use it to tie my shoelaces when I'm in Mammoth and skiing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what? It's actually pretty good. These are $50.
I want to say it's almost as worthless to me as a Leatherman. And see, people will write in, "Oh my God, how could you not find the?" I got nothing.
It's good. It sits on your desk. Go in your pocket. You just carry it with you. You got your flashlight. You got your tape measure. You got your Swiss Army knife. You're like a mini Bob the Builder. You know? It's like, yeah. It's like good stuff. It's all in your pocket. So it's
too
not
nice to
super.
use.
Not super. Well, that's why I own like 4 of these. So I got some with broken plastic and all that stuff. You just get it and run it over with the car a couple of times. Then you won't feel that bad about it. But anyway, actually I like that. If you buy the right one, you will enjoy it. If you buy the wrong one, you will hate it.
I have one that's just a knife blade, and I like it because it's small, pockety.
Yep.
That one I find useful.
I have one of those too, yeah. Like really small. I have a smaller knife that's like this. But anyway, so here we go. So now we're going to carefully, it's nice and sharp. It's good. Cut around this. So Austin Spiegel is the guy that makes these, and he starts with a standard model like this,
and then wraps it up and ships it.
Wraps it up and ship it. Yeah. No, you haven't seen the fancy part yet. So, there we go. So he basically makes the bases, and this way you can. You want to help me out and pull on the bottom there?
I don't want to damage anything, and you know that I'm not smooth with these kind of things.
That's all right. I'm going to drop it on the floor accidentally in a minute anyway. But yeah, look at that. So
I honestly think he did a beautiful job. That's
Yeah, it's
great.
nice. Look, so the early ones he used to do, he used to paint.
It's all resin.
Yeah, and then he now clear coated it, and now he like, I don't know how they do this. It's like some
Magic.
magical sanding or something. I
You know,
don't know. How do you clear coat and get this smooth?
It's resin.
You know, we'll do a zoom in a minute. But so how do you get this to be so nice? I mean, and he picks a high quality model and comes up with the design himself. And for people who collect models, that's cool. But for
But you
people
already
who
got
really
one.
collect models, I mean, this is
But you
different.
already got one of these cars. Why do you need the model?
That's the whole point.
Wait, so you got the car, then you got to buy the model?
Yes.
Usually people buy the model because they can't get the car.
Well, it's the first thing you do when you buy the car is you go on eBay and buy the model.
So
of
you
the car.
so you're an accessorizer. That's what I call you guys, accessorizers. Like you got, if you buy a Corvette, you get a Corvette hat, and then a Corvette jacket that says Corvette down the side,
Yeah.
or Piranha, or whatever it may be.
Well, I sent you the picture of. So I bought a De Tomaso Pantera, and then
That's
I went out
different, man.
And I bought the coffee cup, the keychain, the hat, the T-shirt, and the flashlight.
We'll have lots to say about the De Tomato Pantera. My friend had one. Loved the freaking car, by the way.
Okay, so this is an awesome car.
Yeah.
And, we'll show a picture in a second. But yeah, it's on a ship right now and coming here. So I'm kind of excited.
I was
But
kind of bummed that it wasn't here today because I was really looking forward to that one. It's a good one.
next month. Yeah, you don't like anything.
I don't like a lot, and I
You
like
like
that.
this?
I like that. I don't. The car doesn't. You know what? If you took the car off and it just had a picture or something there, I love the graphics that the guy did. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Hey,
this,
you know, for what, like $30-40?
this is the Le Mans winner from 1994. I think so. Yeah. It's good. Anyway, there you go. Unboxing.
All right. That will be the only unboxing that we do.
There it is. All right.
Good boy.